teach life, sir. Rafif, remember to smile. Pause. We teach life, sir. We Palestinians teach life after they have occupied the last sky. We teach life after they have built their settlements and apartheid walls. After the last skies, we teach life, sir. But don't mention that word apartheid and occupation. This is not political. You have to help me as a journalist to help you tell your story, which is not a political story. Today, my body was a TV'd massacre. How about you give us a story of a woman in Gaza who needs medication? How about you? Do you have enough bone-broken limbs to cover the sun? Hand me over your dead and give me the list of their names in 1,200-word limits.
An educated person is a person who's aware of his rights. If I'm educated, I know my rights. I can demand my rights.
So the Right to Education tour that's going on right now is a tour of 10 students from Stanford University, which is in Ramallah in the West Bank of Palestine. And they're here to talk about their experiences as students under occupation, but to also talk about their activism and resistance to the ways that the occupation impedes their right to education.
I'm Shatha Hammad. I'm a third-year student at Stanford University, Palestine, and I study English Literature and Language.
I'm Deema, Alsaafin. I'm a fourth-year student at Stanford University, also studying English Language and Literature.
Education as a right is one of the most fundamental human rights because its access to, or the lack thereof, is what affects the access to or the lack thereof of other human rights. So that's why we focus on the right to education, because it's one human right that we can connect to with for all people. So for example, when Israel restricts my movement of deciding a university, that is an infringement of my right to education.
If you want to go from Ramallah to another city, or to Naples or Jenin, you have to cross more than 5 checkpoints. And every checkpoint you have to be searched, like thorough searching, and you have to be asked questions. Sometimes they don't let you in. Sometimes they hold you for hours. Sometimes they might shoot. So checkpoints are just fear and anxiety. They build checkpoints as if they're cages to animals, not to humans.
That's why, for example, like students that have 8 a.m. classes have to leave like at 5 in the morning just to avoid the checkpoint. So yeah, it's really hard. And of course, women are subjected to sexual harassment by the soldiers. The army releases its dogs on like the cars to search the cars. So it's really fearful, to be honest.
It makes you sometimes not want to go to school. It makes you sometimes want to drop off or just stay at home. Conditioning to these things, it just makes you feel that sometimes you just have to give up or just run away. So we have to stay focused and bear it and resist, because education is some kind of resistance. So I'm gonna get my education.